What's up, Facebook family? I am so thrilled to be coming on here today to give the update for the week because I got some exciting news to share with you. I know many of you have been waiting to hear what is the Pursuit's plan to reopen the building and begin to resume having live worship services. So today I wanted to lay out our plan for those of you who are wondering what we're doing. So here it is. We got it nailed down into 3 phases, okay? So I'm going to show some graphics here that spell out how we're going to do it. So let me get the graphics up. All right. Re-entry plan for the Pursuit Church. Okay. So just to start off, our guiding principles, because some of you are going, how have you been making decisions? Well, here's how we've been making decisions. We've been focusing on 3 things. Number 1, the health and safety of our people. I mean, we want to make sure that we're in compliance with state and local officials as well as with the CDC, and just make sure if anybody shows up to the Pursuit Church that we are not in the way of just the whole spread. We want to make sure that we're complying, that we're moving along with it. The second thing is the mission, vision, and core values of our church. And we've been wrestling through how do we open up and still make sure that we are who we are. And we never want to be in a place where we have to turn anybody away at one of our services. So however we unroll this, we want to make sure that we have space for everybody who can show up. And the third thing is the overall experience of our worship service. We don't want to just open the doors and have just an experience that's not up to par with what we normally do when we host in-person worship services. So those are the 3 guiding principles that we're following as we lay out this plan. So phase number 1, viewing party. So from May 17th, this Sunday, through May 31st, we're going to continue to focus primarily in our online worship services at 10 a.m. And we are encouraging our people to grab family, grab friends, have them come over to your house. If you're in a community group, get together as a community group and worship together through a viewing party during this time. We're going to continue to stream it on Facebook and YouTube live at 10 a.m. And so we just want you to begin to get out of isolation, call the people in your life together, and start worshiping together in your homes. But here's the thing that we're going to do that's a little bit different that we haven't been doing is we are going to open up our building at 10 a.m. For those who do not have a place to go for a viewing party, or if you and your family or your group need an alternate place to meet. So we're going to open the building up. You can come here at 9:30. That's when the doors will open. We're going to set up the sanctuary in a social distancing manner. There'll be no childcare, no kids pursuit, a limited live component. It's literally a viewing party of the online service on the screen in the sanctuary. But if you don't have a place to go, if you don't have a community that you're connected to, and you just need to get out and be around other people, we would invite you to come to the viewing party at the Pursuit Church building at 10 a.m. as just a way to connect with other people. And so we're going to offer that from May 17th through the 31st. So those 3 Sundays, 17th, 24th, and 31st. Now, the next phase is going to be phase 2, and this is when we begin doing social distance live worship services with live preaching and live music. So starting June 7th, we're going to resume our 3 Sunday morning worship service times of 8:30, 10, and 11:30. So there'll be live music, live preaching. There's still going to be no kids pursuit or childcare available. We're still going to set up our sanctuary in a social distancing format. We're going to make it as touchless as possible. We're not going to be passing the offering buckets. We're going to just limit the contact. We're going to do all the things that we need to do to keep people safe who show up for worship services. And the key is right here. We still encourage those who are at risk or maybe feel uncomfortable or are sick to stay home and continue to gauge online, because we're still going to create an awesome online worship service for those who that's the better option for. So please, again, if this is not the right time for you to come to gather as a local church, stay home, enjoy the service online. But for those of you who are ready to come and be a part of our social distance live worship services, we're going to resume that on June 7th. And so that's phase 2 of our reopening. Now, phase 3 is to be determined, and this is when we officially open Kids Pursuit back up and offer it simultaneously during our worship service. And until we get to phase 3, the Kids Pursuit stuff is going to continue to be online. And just stay tuned with us, because as soon as we feel like we can do Kids Pursuit safely, we're going to do that. But for now, that will be phase 3. So just to reiterate the plan, for the next 3 weeks, for the rest of the month of May, we're going to focus on online worship services, encouraging you to watch online and viewing parties. We're going to open our building up at 10 a.m. for those who need a place to come to watch the service, connect in community. And then starting June 7th is when we're going to have our 3 Sunday morning live worship services, limited live worship services, no Kids Pursuit, social distancing, all that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, I cannot wait for it. It's been a long time since the local church has been able to gather in that capacity, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome to do that. Clearly, it's going to be different. It's not going to be totally like our normal services just because of the nature of it all. But I can't wait for our local church to start gathering again. It's going to be awesome. But I appreciate you tuning in. And by the way, you can find all the information on thepursuit.church. So if you want to go to our website periodically just to get updates, you can check it out, thepursuit.church. And I cannot wait to see how God's going to continue to move for this time. But thank you for tuning in today. That's the update. That's the exciting news, is that it is coming. The building is open this week for watch parties, and June 7th, we're starting with live worship services. So thanks for tuning in today. If you have any questions, comment below in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you soon.